على الآيات والذكر وفي فيض من العطر هنا رمضان مدرسة تنير مآثر الفكر.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ramadan Eats with Shaz Eats. The month of Ramadan holds a large amount of religious and spiritual significance to be mindfully taken account for. Make food a main priority. It is the month in which you are focusing on your deen and on your Almighty. Due to this, spend more time on that aspect rather than spending endless hours in the kitchen. Prayer is the priority, not cooking. This is the month of Allah. So I do encourage that rather than spending hours preparing 100 dishes, focus on few essentials that you can carry on throughout the week. So what I usually do is I start off my week by making a good soup, which I can carry on for a few days. Then I have a bread that I can also carry on for a few days, and a main source of protein with a starch, a good salad that I can keep and adding on to, and a dessert that doesn't need to be made every day, but again, that can be carried on for a few days. So in one setting, you can cook a few items and then be actually free for the rest of the week. You got to be mindful of your choices. Often we feel that because you've had a day of fasting that you can indulge in high fat and sugars, but really avoiding trans fat is a lot more healthier. Focus on the good fats like almonds and macadamia nuts, coconut and dates, which are brain food for you, rather than trans fat, which just turn onto fat and increasing your waistline instead. Sleep is essential, and take care on making mindful and healthier choices. So rather than a really sugary dessert, maybe opt for healthy fruit and yogurt or something that you have prepared that you can indulge in and have a bit of during the week. Not having a huge amount, but little portions and in control of that as well. So at the start of the week, I am going to start off my recipe with a soup. This is one of my favorite soups. It's an Italian minestrone soup. And what I like about this is that it's got so many vegetables that means that it has lots of fiber, and it also has beans, and it has a bit of pasta and potatoes. So you can make a huge batch of this soup, and this stays, if you keep it in the fridge, for a really good few days. And especially in this cold month, it really will sustain you and warm you up when you break your fast. And having soup as a starter before you go into your main indulgence of a main meal, this kind of just helps your stomach to slowly accept food into your system again. So this soup starts off in sauteing some onion, some celery and some carrots with some cabbage, and then all the starches and the herbs and spices are added in. So we're going to take this onto the stove area and we're going to get this quickly together. So I've got a big pot over here, and I'm going to add to it some olive oil, couple of tablespoons, and then to that I'm going to add in some onions, some celery and some chopped carrot. And for a lot of soups, this is the main sort of starting point of a soup, having these three essential items in the soup. Now I love a good minestrone soup because it is really a soup that is jam-packed as in one meal. So you could really actually just have a good helping, good serving of this soup and stay very, very full. So all I'm going to do is let this cook down until the onions are translucent, so they've changed color. And when they do change color, I'm going to then add in the cabbage. The onions are now glistening, and I'm now going to add in my shredded cabbage. Give that a little toss about and cover it with your mixture of your onions, your carrots and your celery. And cabbage cooks very, very quickly. It'll start softening down and the size of the cabbage dwindles down quite quickly. Now what I love about this soup is basically once that's done, you add in a good amount of garlic, you add in some mixed herbs, you add in some tomato puree, some salt, and your tomatoes. Everything goes in together at one time. Just going to give this a good stir again. So this is all mixed together. Once that's done, you just add in your vegetable stock, pour that in. And to the vegetable stock, you add in some cannellini beans, some potatoes, and some pasta. And all you do is reduce the heat and you forget about it and it just comes together. Simple, easy, and it tastes delicious. Doesn't take much time at all, and that's it. And you just let the potatoes cook down, the pasta to plump up, and it's done. A chunky minestrone soup. Your kitchen will be smelling of an Italian kitchen. When you open up the soup, the pasta has plumped up, the potatoes have cooked through, and then you have this wonderful orange color with little bits of the green of the celery seeping through. This in itself is a complete meal, but a great starter or at the time of iftar to have. Very, very delicious, full of yummy goodness. There's cannellini beans, pasta, potato, celery, carrots, onions, and cabbage. All it needs now is a little bit of Parmesan cheese and a little bit of black pepper. And this, with a lovely bread that I will be showing you tomorrow, is a wonderful start to a wonderful iftar this month. Ramadan Eats with Shaz Eats. Enjoy!
على الآيات والذكر وفي فيض من العطر هنا رمضان مدرسة تنير مآثر الفكر على الآيات والذكر وفي فيض من العطر هنا رمضان مدرسة تنير مآثر الفكر